a girl that can ride for me. Wanna lock down and shine with me. Don't you know you don't have to try with me. Gonna let go, yeah. I'm gonna let go, gonna give you control, yeah. Cuando bailas, you give me everything, yeah. I like it when you let me drink you in, yeah. Cuando bailas, you give me everything, yeah. I like it when you let me drink you in, yeah. Take your time, go slow with me. I want somebody to grow with me. Don't you know, ain't nobody stopping us. Gonna let go, yeah. I'm gonna let go, gonna give you control, yeah. Cuando bailas, you give me everything, yeah. I like it when you let me drink. Let's get this party started right now. What do you say? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's go. Oh, we don't even have a camera. Hold on. I spoke too soon. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Dave Neal, and this is the after party. There it is. Okay. Oh my gosh, how are we all doing tonight? Alrighty, it's the West Coast, folks. I hit something and my camera's a little all over the place. Hold on a second while I work on this thing here. Punch that in right there. All right. Carly's in the chat. Super Robbie's in the chat. Good to see everyone. Sonia said, who lost the sound on the TV? So I guess they just decided to do the sound issue for the West Coast as well. How's everyone? How's everyone doing? Schneidonese Destinoble said, the fact that Gabby said she knew it wasn't going to be her, and Zach lied and said he made the right decision the night before, and then confirmed Gabby was right when he was asked when he knew it was Katie. Now look, that sounded a little complicated because it is, and I'm not here to defend Zach, but I don't know. I'm not sold that Zach knew who he was going to pick. Maybe it's obvious. I don't know. Maybe it's obvious. What do I know? I don't have that intuition. Super Robbie said, perfect timing for my late night gym session. Love listening to Dave while I'm on the Stairmaster. Super Robbie, do me a favor and put the resistance up, or was it the speed up, to 2 more notches, because we're going to need you to burn some calories while we discuss the drama. Wow, it feels like I haven't talked all night. I'm stumbling over my words here. All right, folks, if you've never been on my channel, we haven't done many West Coast live streams, and I'll tell you why. It's exhausting. So I'm going to do a good, solid 30 with you guys. We'll play some of your voicemails, and we're going to get into it right here. What do you guys say? If anyone wants to leave a voicemail, call the number 401-213-9828, 401-213-9828. The voicemail line. I am here to take your calls, hear what you have to say, and read some of your comments. Keep it kind in the chat as always, although I think we will on the left coast. Sonia says, Insomniac here. Who's on the East Coast? Who's on the East Coast hanging out with us late nights? Carly said, at Hometowns, the way he looked at Katie, it was obvious she was the one. Why he told Gabby he was falling for her and banged her is beyond me. Well, look, I mean, we don't know. I don't know. I'm never the type of person. You could tell by the look in his eyes. Can you? I don't know. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know anything. That's what I know. Oh, right. Well, we have some comments from people. Let's see what we have from Ariel. If she's posted anything new. No, nothing new today. Let's see in the Instagrams here if we have any other comments. BachelorNation.scoop does a really good job compiling all of the social media. Let's see here. We don't need... Kristen Baldwin said, looking like a goddess, Ariel. Yeah, funny. Pilot Pete was the last bachelor to successfully get engaged. Like, does it count as a successful engagement if you're no longer engaged to that person? Sarah Dengler says, hi from South Africa. My favorite channel for updates until I can watch the episodes. Well, we are here for you there, Sarah. I appreciate you joining us. What time is it in South Africa? I'll tell you what, let's find out. What time? South Africa time. Let's see. Right now, it's 8:06 in the morning. So good morning. Happy Tuesday morning to South Africa. I hope everyone's enjoying their Tuesday morning right now in South Africa. Let's see if we have any new trending Bachelor things to talk about. Chances are we're just going to float through a couple of your voicemails. Let's see. I got a lot of tabs open here. We were checking up on how many subscribers we got from earlier today. So we did a pretty good job, but if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I know we don't do West Coast live streams too often, so it'll probably be a small crowd, but I did want to give you guys a little left coast love for a Monday night finale. See what we got here. Jason Tartik says, go back to Bachelorettes. Charity, Gabby, Ariel. Yeah, I mean, I think what they learned is they can't do them all in the same season. If you do them all in the same season, that ruins things, as we saw with Gabby and Rachel. But Gabby, I would for sure say Ariel, but Gabby as Bachelorette, I'm not sold on it, and it's nothing against Gabby. You know what's funny is, I'm going to make a prediction. We saw Ariel do a great job the way she spoke to Zach. He owned up to everything she wanted him to own up to. And they had a productive conversation. Now, with that said, if Ariel goes hard on Zach on Nick's podcast tomorrow, I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. Not to say like I'm in defense of Zach by any means, but like, let's be honest, because we do this every year. What did Zach do that was horrible to Ariel? Now, he completely violated Gabby's trust. That specific example is the strongest example of a social violation there. A violation of Gabby's trust. But with Ariel, can you blame Zach for not having the conversation with Ariel the way he did with Katie when he was A, going to send her home, and B, we know the producers, like, as much as we want to fry Zach, we know the producers will sort of sequester them. Like, we know Katie Thurston wanted to contact, or no, maybe it was Greg Grippo wanted to contact Katie Thurston after he had left, and they wouldn't let it happen. So Carly says, Ariel's classy. I doubt she'll be too harsh. Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. Like, I think she'll be able to understand what the right amount of harshness is. But we'll have to see. We will have to see. Okie dokie. So let's go to the voicemails. We'll start with the evening ones. Let's go to Michelle in St. Louis Obispo, or as the kids call it, SLO.
Michelle from...
Oh, hold on. I didn't turn the background music off. Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? Where is that music there? That's a good song, too. Okay, here we go. St. Louis Obispo.
Hey, Dave, Michelle from San Luis Obispo, California. I thought it was a pretty good finale, and I did feel bad for Gabby. She was obviously still hurting, but at the same time, I'm really happy for Zach and Katie. It was kind of obvious to me that those two would end up together. There just seemed to be something there. Anyhow, again, I did feel bad for Gabby, but I also thought Gabby and Ariel both did a great job on the hot seat, not letting him off, giving hard questions, but also being respectful, unlike the Rachel Tino situation. And I think he had 3 great girls, and I love how Katie said they're all still really close friends, really classy ladies, and Everyone still, although they were upset with Zach, actually really had nothing really bad to say about him. So I think it shows a lot about his character, and I think he and Katie have a really good shot. It seems like this is going to be one that may actually go the distance. So that's what I've got to say. See you live in a few. Bye.
Will it go the distance? Yeah, they looked in love, I guess. They both have jobs. I mean, they both make money. I'm guessing they pay taxes. I'm looking for the positives. They're both 20s and probably look good when they have sex. I don't know. I'm sure they're going to be fine. Either they make it or they don't. You know what I mean? I'm not one to really put too much into it. Either they make it or they don't. All right. Lots of voicemails. Let's go to fan favorite Jen in Canada. You're up.
Hey, Dave. It's Mrs. B from Hamilton, Ontario. I don't work tomorrow, so I'm still up, even though it is 2 a.m. here in Hamilton. The newest thing is that my mom is also still awake because my dad's on a business trip, and she has officially agreed to watch The Bachelor. It took that finale, but she is going to be a Bachelor convert for me. My hardcore, strict mother, she's very Catholic, is going to watch the show with me. So that is a cause for celebration, everybody. I don't even know if you're going to play this voicemail. If you do, have a great night. And yeah, okay, have a great night, everybody. Bye.
All right, Jen's mom is going to watch the show. Well, that's a breaking news report. Jen's mom is going to watch the show. So very nice to know that we've got one more viewer coming in now. Your mom's religious, you say? Well, I mean, I'm sure she'll love the show. All right, let's go to Super Robbie in Colorado. Is that right?
Hi, Dave. It's Super Robbie from Colorado.
That is.
And I'm just wondering what your stance is. Do you think that there should be 2 bachelorettes this year?
No.
Because I was really hoping that we were going to get 2 bachelors, like double the drama, like how we had on Gabby and Rachel's season last year. So I'm really hoping that they're going to add someone in with Charity. But since they didn't add someone in with Zach this year, I'm wondering, are they not going to do 2 bachelorettes again? Let me know what you think. Have a great night. Love the content.
Oh, what a great call. Very assertive. That's Super Robbie in Colorado. No, here's the deal. If you're going to do 2 bachelorettes, they have to have their own season, or the seasons have to be twice as long. There has to be or 3-hour episodes. Whatever it is, they did a bad job of storytelling, and that it didn't work out. The Gabby and Rachel story, we weren't able to get invested as an audience, even if they were invested, you know what I mean? So it didn't work out. If they were to do multiple bachelorettes, I would suggest doing them as different seasons. But why not? I mean, the seasons are only 10 episodes long, right? Well, there's 52 weeks in the month. Can't we be doing 5 seasons a year? Who needs barrel scraping season? Just give us nonstop bachelors. All right, let's go to Madeline in Sacramento, the capital of California.
Hi, my name is Madeline from Sacramento, California. I just wanted to say about Ariel that when was the perfect time to tell her? Like, when was the perfect time for him to tell her? Because is he going to tell her, oh, by the way, I'm sending you home because... Does that make sense? Like, it just doesn't...
I said the same thing. Yeah. When was he supposed to tell Ariel?
Make any sense as to when the perfect time would be to tell her that he slept with Gabby. Because in that way, I don't think it's any of her business. I kind of understood Katie's a little bit, but I feel like that is airing out Gabby's dirty laundry when it's none of her business, because that's based on the relationship between 2 people. So I just feel like it had nothing to do with their relationship. Love watching your live. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a great point. It's like, look, Zach made the mistake of telling Katie that he had sex with Gabby. That was a mistake because, look, and here's the deal. It's weird, right? Because on one hand, Katie has the right to know. In, you know, they all signed this social contract, which basically says, we're all going to date the same guy, right? But then, like Ariel said, Zach changed the rules by not giving Ariel, in her words, agency. And I don't know. I mean, I know these are big words and I have a hard time digesting them. I don't know if that entirely makes sense. By not deciding to have sex with Ariel, she says he didn't give her agency. But like maybe she would have decided not to have sex too. Like I guess it would have been better if, and again I might be misplacing these words here. It's been a long night, but it might have been better for Ariel if Zach met with her and they both decided together not to have sex. I just know it's dodgy because it assumes that Ariel was this thirsty one who would have wanted to have sex. So then Zach hooks up with Gabby. And we know that's consensual and they both just decided to do it. You know, they just decided, they were there. Oh, it's, you know, whatever. Whether it's Zach's guilty conscience, his Catholic guilt, or some wiring, he has to tell Katie. And she goes, why'd you tell me? Aren't you sorry? You shouldn't have done that. And he's like, well, I just had to. She's like, we're in a, no, what are you doing? If he didn't tell Katie, would Ariel then have not been upset? Because, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know in which scenario it would have been better for him. So I agree with the caller here that I don't know how he could have made that any better other than not messing up in the first place. But it's like, what are you going to tell a guy not to mess up? I mean, he's the Bachelor. Only 20 some odd people have been in his position before, and nearly all of them have messed it up in one way or another. Meg's Modern Macrame says, yeah, he assumed everyone wanted to have sex with him. So I understand what he was doing in that I think he was saying, look, rather than even have the hypothetical, let's just take it off the table. But as he proved, by taking it off the table, it was the one thing everyone wanted to talk about. Leave a voicemail. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. 401-213-9828. I'm going to keep this one high and tight. We're going to go to 11:30 because I have an early morning tomorrow. Actually, it's already 11:18. Maybe I'll go to 11:35 latest. Alex P. with a super chat says, appreciate you, Dave. Love having the extra live stream to keep me company tonight while I work late on something I was supposed to finish last week. Yeah, I understand, Alex. We are late to the party with a lot of our deliverables on my end, so we're just trying to get it all done. And as I'm telling, I had a buddy who was I was going to start a podcast with, and I had to tell him no. I had to say I can't do it. I'm too far behind on so many things. I'm not fulfilling my needs in a lot of ways, and so I had to take on less because I'm the type who wants to do everything. And until I have a team of a dozen people to do all the side nonsense, it just ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. But yeah, Layla, like we can assume that sex would be talked about because it is the fantasy suites. And if Zach's guilty of anything, he just called out the elephant in the room. And people say, oh, it's not all about sex. Well, yeah, we know. But, you're not going to spend 12 hours ironing your trousers. Like, there's either going to be some hanky-panky or not. All right, so we got a couple more voicemails to get to. Let's go to Carly in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Hey, Dave. It's Carly from Salt Lake. Just wanting to comment on the whole Ariel thing, because I know you've been saying, like, why should he need to tell her? But my stance on it is that if he's going to go around and say how he needs to be so honest, like, whether he's breaking up with her or not, they did have a relationship. They had feelings for each other, and she 100% deserved to know. Whether she was leaving or not, she should have been the first person he went to and not Katie. And then, yeah, obviously, like, everything that Gabby went through was crazy. She's the only one that he had sex with. She's the only one he said he was falling for. And he knew about her wanting, like, saying how her being second was an issue, and he just kept putting her in that position. So I really did feel for her. I mean, I was tearing up. Like, she was genuine as hell, and she did not deserve that. And because of what he put her through, it makes it hard for me to, like, be happy for him and Katie even at this point, because I was kind of hoping they would both just say, whatever, fuck you, Zach, because he kind of was a douche. I liked him at the beginning, but it was hard to watch. So anyway, thanks for doing the live stream. Love you. Talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, you got a good point. You got good points there. It was very tough to go from Gabby's moment to then seeing Zach find happiness. It's a lot. Although I got to tell you, the audience was about as well receiving of a lead as I think they've ever been.
Hey Dave, Sammy calling again from Maine. I had to respond back to your comment that you had said about the psychological abuse of the show and how you said, how the show says, oh, well, but we expect this. But the thing is, who wants to see a therapist by ABC? That's just even more of a mind.
Sorry, I'm not. Unfortunately, that call was really dropping, but I think it was about the previous live stream. About the psychological issues that happen on the show, which we will talk more about. Okay, let's go to Anna in Kentucky.
Hi, Dave. This is Anna from Kentucky. I just have a couple thoughts. I think that Ariel is just too level-headed and well-spoken to be a bachelorette in the eyes of the producers. They want someone that's going to be a little bit messy. But
is Charity that type of... Is Charity going to be messy? Maybe.
Someone that they can mold. And I don't think Charity fits that description either.
Oh.
But I feel like Ariel has really been able to prove herself, especially in this last episode, with how well-spoken and relaxed she is.
But I feel like we enjoy a well-spoken bachelorette, and we enjoy a messy bachelor. Does this make sense? Like, whether you liked Clayton or not, he gave you a great season. I think the show likes someone who will drink the Kool-Aid. Great call, though.
That I think she would be great in the position. I know a lot of other people do, but I think that she's too good for it. Not in like a better than anybody way, but she wouldn't be able to fit the narrative that they want. Also, whenever we're talking about Ariel and her expressing how Zach took away her agency, I think that what she was getting at is that she took away the conversation part of intimacy and really told her, hey, I'm deciding that we're not going to have sex. And it wasn't a conversation, which I think is what she was getting at in the relationship side. It should be more of a conversation. Love the channel. Just my 2 cents.
Thank you so much for your 2 cents. You bring up a great point, and I'm sure we'll hear more from Ariel tomorrow. Everyone, make sure to subscribe. We will be covering and breaking down everything that goes down. If anyone does, wake up early tomorrow, early in the morning, listening to Nick Vial. No, if you wake up early and listen to that podcast and have any clips you want to share, please let me know the timestamps. That's the best thing people can do. Whenever they hear some good tea, when they share the exact time code from a YouTube video, I very much like that. Super Robbie with a $20 super chat says, forgot to mention in my voicemail how much I enjoy your sense of humor, and thanks for always making us laugh. Your commentary is next level. Hope I can come see you live at a comedy show soon. Super Robbie, that was so kind. Thank you. I'm going to cherish that compliment. I very much enjoy a good affirmation, and thank you so much for putting some bread in the old tip jar, as it were. All right, well, we got a couple. I'm going to go a couple more minutes. So I don't have any more voicemails. If anyone has any, you can already tell my voice. I'm starting to lose it today. Just got a little bit of a raspy voice there. I've taken my indica gummy bear, which I plan to let hit my face in about 20 minutes. I got to tell you guys, I'm telling you, I'm going to cover this a little bit more on tomorrow's Bachelor Rush Hour podcast, but I am loving American Idol. Are you guys watching American Idol? We watch this show and we cry and we get goosebumps and we get inspired. I don't know if this is me getting older and I'm just being cheesy watching network TV. Like, next thing you know, I'm going to be talking about The Youngest Sheldon. Oh, you got to watch The Goodest Doctor. It's such a good... Anyway, I'm just loving American Idol. And if you have Hulu or whatever, you guys got to watch it. All right, Sarah Hamrick. Sarah Hamrick was from Clayton's season. She was the one who, and she just popped up in my channel here, but Sarah Hamrick was the one who I believe Clayton accused of being not fake, and I don't think she is, but whatever the case was. I just saw that she popped up. All right, Katie Bigger says, I love you so much. And there she is. And Zach said, the love of my life. And of course, forgive me forgive me for being a little cynical, but like, I'll believe it when you have a couple kids. At the very least, when you get married. Jay said, love American Idol. That son with his dad who had a stroke. Wow. Yeah, we just watched that. We just watched that scene on American Idol. It's just amazing. I was actually watching that in between live streams. Yeah. I think American Idol has done a really good job of cutting out the chicanery. Is that the proper term? Maybe not. By the way, call the voicemail line 401-213-9828. Last call for voicemail 401-213-9828. Anyway, I always talk about American Idol because I think The Bachelor and Bachelorette can learn from American Idol and get back to characters and stories. They often just think sort of like microscopically at creating drama. And what they want is they want someone to freak out. They want tears. They want all these things. What the show really needs in its essence, like anything, any type of art, is about connecting to your audience. You have to connect to your audience. And that doesn't just mean somebody who cries or this or that. It means developing their story. And we saw that a little bit this season with Zach. We saw a very heart-wrenching moment with Gabby. But like, does the show have to do the psychological torture to make that happen? Like this, like in a normal world, he just would have dated Katie and dumped Gabby, but he had to drag it out to an engagement possibly. It's like she knew she's getting ready. She's putting her sexy underwear on, but she's also thinking, hey, and we've all been there. We've all been in relationships where you can feel the other person pulling back and you're going, is it me? Am I imagining this? And what Gabby found out was she was not imagining it. Her intuition was right, and she wasn't the final pick. She saw goodbye in his eyes. Alrighty. So yeah, appreciate Super Robbie for the $20 super chat and everyone else who's been a part of this community tonight. I wish we could do live streams every night. You know what I mean? It's just a lot, but I don't know when the next live stream will be. We've got a little bit of a break. I think until June, right? Does that make sense? April, May? Is that 2 full long months? 3 months off? I'm sure we're going to have a lot to talk about in the coming months. Bachelor Rush Hour will be live every day. I'm going to start introducing other pop culture news to the Bachelor Rush Hour crowd. I hope everyone who's subscribed will continue to listen. I don't imagine that they won't. I feel like most people that listen to podcasts are less like I don't want to say cyclical, but they're more like, daily users. Okay. Meg's Modern Macrame says, should I be watching Bachelor in Paradise Canada? I don't know how it's going to air this year. Last year, it started out needing a VPN, and then I think they just ended up putting it online. I would say Bachelor in Paradise Canada will probably be very entertaining. Season 1 was good, and I imagine Season 2 will, heighten whatever they did in Season 1. So I can't imagine it won't be entertaining, especially with our good pal Charlene Joint hosting. We'll have to get her on the channel soon too. All right. Ariel posted that she crushed the Bachelor finale. Who posted that? She shared someone else's? Let's see what else she's got here.
Ariel.
All right. She said fire, fire, fire. There she is wearing her nice dress. Wait, was this our friend? Hold on. Was this our friend Marilyn? Looks like our friend Marilyn. You know you do too much Bachelor coverage when you know everyone in the audience. Maybe not. Kind of dark. Last Monday. Okay.
We waited a long time for this opportunity to talk to Zach, so what would you like to say?
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
I'm sure you just came off a 30-minute shower scene.
Always.
Okay, good shower joke there. Ariel Frankel confronts Zach Shallcross about Fantasy Suite betrayal. Yeah, we're going to have a lot. I mean, who knows where we'll even start tomorrow. All the headlines are already coming out. Although, look, let's be honest. Ariel can have her gripe. The real, and it's not to say one victim versus another victim, but the real victim here is Gabby. Ariel also, has some gripes, but she was not as nearly targeted, especially by the pure, like some of the purists out there. And purist isn't even a good word. Some of the people, some of the toxic purity people that were shaming Gabby. Ariel gets the good look here. Gabby's the one I'm worried about because she's left really hurting. Ross says, "Oh wow, this live is still going." No, we took an hour and a half off and we just came back on. But I'm going to be wrapping this live up very shortly. In fact, I don't have any more voicemails, so I think we're going to shut the voicemail line down. We covered 1 million voicemails earlier, but by all means, for those that are new to the channel, we cover Bachelor content pretty extensively. So if you want to be a part of the community, you can go check out Bachelor Rush Hour podcast. This is a big moment for us to, kind of promote the podcast so we can get a bunch of new people to check it out. I got to tell you, either you'll enjoy the 30 minutes of daily content or you don't. But my goal right now is to try to make it the best 30 minutes I can give you every day, along with trying to get in front of as many other podcasters. So if there's any other podcasters you want to hear me on, by all means, hit them up and request to have me on. Let's see if there's anything else here. I still don't think we have a comment from Gabby, which you can tell, like, she's really hurting because obviously she's not, like, using this moment to, like, I mean, everyone copes differently. Some people will use this moment to gain more followers, this or that. She's got 129,000 followers from the season. That's pretty good. But 2 weeks ago when she posted this, she didn't know the full extent of the betrayal. Although she was probably feeling pretty betrayed. So she posted this knowing that her friend was going to end up with him. No word here from Jessica Gerard. Of course, Jess was rumored, let's see, maybe there is a word from her. Jess was rumored to have been the final winner here. Of course, did not exactly pan out that way. Let's see who else we have. Who can we look at here? Is there anyone else? Pilot, Rachel. All right, that's not Bachelor related. Driving to LA. Saying there's any comments here. What did she say about tried and true pods? All right, I know I'm not going to be on here, but I should be. She's got Armchair Expert. Off the Vine is a good one. Serial. The Moth. Oh, come on. Huberman Lab's good. I don't know stuff you should know. All right. Okie dokie. Oh, this is an interesting response. So Katie, I don't know if this is a response to Katie Thurston, but Katie Thurston went on a podcast yesterday, which we are going to cover maybe tomorrow or soon. I got the podcast right here. But Katie Thurston went on a podcast and talked about her ex, Blake. Now we've got, I lost it already, Blake posting. Where the hell did it go? Dating is just wondering why someone is single, then figuring it out. All right, Katie and Blake, both single a year after their breakup. Or is it about a year and a half now? I don't know. The whole and hey, there is nothing wrong with being single. Trust me. You know what I mean? But we have so many people in Bachelor Nation we're trying to keep up with. We just can't do it. We can't do it all. And Deandra, another. Remember Deandra and Riley? They're long gone. All right. Lots of single folks in Bachelor Nation. Let's see. Final call for voicemails. We'll see if we have any voicemails here. I don't want to leave anybody hanging. No, that's it. All right, well, your boy's going to get some sleep because it's been quite the day for me. I just wanted to give you guys a tight half-hour live stream. If anyone wants more content, like I said, go check out the podcast Bachelor Rush Hour. Go to linktree.com/Dave Neal. You can click right on it or pick up your cell phone and just type in Bachelor Rush Hour on Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Stitcher, the Apple Podcast, you name it. All right, folks. Well, everyone have a good night. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you, Super Robbie. I hope you enjoy your Stairmaster and everyone else. I'll be back tomorrow morning for the Patreon live stream, patreon.com/Dave Neal. Tomorrow morning in the 10 o'clock hour. We'll have a lot of content to get to. Oh, Carly Harper with a super chat. She said the comment that the comment that Zach making sex week about not having sex made it all about sex. Thanks for all you do, Dave. You're the best. All right, Carly, I appreciate. I got to write your name down here. Carly with a $5. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. That will cover a tall coffee for me tomorrow. Meg's Modern Macrame said I follow the podcast. Well, thank you so much for that. Hey, Consuelo, good to see you in the chat as well. Everybody else, it's going to be a hard out from me. I'm going to go to bed and let that indica do its work. We'll be back tomorrow with content all day long. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless y'all.